It doesn't take much time to wander off track with your monthly budget, and there's no time of year that poses more pitfalls than the holiday season. Many of us feel compelled to overbuy for our loved ones, and that can get us into financial trouble. Janet Harrison with Apprisen Financial Advocates is here to help you form a strategy for wise holiday spending. Janet, this is a great idea. Thanks for being here.
And thanks for having me.
How do we even get started? Is it good to start with a list? And we can see it on pencil and paper. No, that's where we should start.
Absolutely. Sometimes our generosity, along with our lack of planning, can really get us into trouble. So one of the first things you want to do is get organized. And the best way to do that is start with your household budget. Make sure you've covered all the bills you need to cover for the month. And then you want to develop a holiday budget. And to help you do that, at our website at Apprisen.com, we have set up some information there that can help you get organized. Just go to the Learning Center, quick tips, financial plan, and then click on that. And there's two things there, and one of them is interactive, so you can actually plug in numbers of what you anticipate you're going to spend and actually see it and then print it off. And it will also help remind you it's not just about buying gifts. It's about all the extra food, the decorations, all the activities we do in the holidays where we tend to spend more money. And that will really help you get organized.
Part of it's a mindset, too, because we feel obligation.
Absolutely. And, that's a great thing to think about, because you want to start by making a list of who you plan on buying for and then tie a dollar amount to that before you go shopping. So that will help you sort of stay on track of what you're going to spend for that person. The next thing you want to do is maybe be creative. For several years now, I have made Christmas cookies and Buckeyes, and I give it to coworkers and good friends. It's a great way to give gifts and yet not spend a lot of money. It's about feeling appreciated and loved during the holidays.
And I think people really do love those gifts of the hand, gifts of the heart, that really take some special personal touch when you give them.
The next tip I have is stay on track and track your expenses. One of the tips I have is, if you're going to use your debit card or credit card, take an index card and cut it to the size of the card. So then when you take it out to slide it or give it to the cashier person, write down exactly what the amount is. And as you pull it out each time, you'll have that card with it, because you're going to paper clip it together. You'll see a visual. How much have I really put on this credit card? How much am I actually pulling out of my checking account? And that will really help remind you of what you really want to spend, versus walking through the store and seeing a great sale price on something and then getting enticed to spend extra.
Well, that's my problem.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm not alone. If you start early, especially, and some people do, as it gets closer to the holidays and the sales are even ramped up more, you add to the person you already purchased for, thinking, I can't pass it up. And there you are. You're stacking up that money.
So there you are, spending money, saving. That doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't.
And visual tips like this can really help you stay on track. One last tip I have is, this is a great time to plan for next year. So if you have a checking account and a savings account at your financial institution, set up to be able to divert a small amount of money each month into that special holiday account. And then in November, you'll have cash to work with, and it will be a whole lot less stressful, and you won't create a whole lot of financial problems for yourself.
Banks used to have that Christmas savings club. I don't know how many of them do it anymore, if they do at all, but you could have your own Christmas savings club,
Absolutely.
I guess. And it makes sense knowing then that's what I've allotted to spend, and I shouldn't go over it.
Sure. Go to our website at Apprisen.com. We have a lot of helpful tips there to help keep consumers on track with their finances, and especially for the holidays.
And part of it is just human nature, isn't it?
Absolutely. It absolutely is. I love the consumer who feels like they got a deal and they saved money, but in reality, they spent money.
And you always spend money, even if you save money.
You just need to plan for it. That's all.
I love the visual, too. So those are great ideas, Janet. Thank you so much for being here. And we will tell folks again, and we're looking at the website now, go there for your own hand-on tips, and you can personalize it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.